he's probably fucking said it. And if you can imagine it,
Tom Hardy saying the N-word?
yeah, if you can imagine that, that's probably the most crisp, like, N-word you'll ever hear. Like, Tom Hardy, like, whenever he pronunciates words and shit, like, the N-word coming out of Tom Hardy must be, like,
It depends on the situation, but yeah.
well, I'm gonna go with Euphoria regardless of the situation. Like, I think word straight coming every time. Well, I mean, you got to think about it, right? I mean,
It's kind of what Clay chose.
yeah, who do you think says
Clay
the N-word
chose
the
us.
best? I mean, okay, what about, like, the racist word for, like, Asians? We can't say that one. We can at least reference it. Like, what do you think? Who says that word the best? Like, who has the best pronunciation?
You should have a plural after that. Words. There's plenty of words.
Oh, well, they are all the same. So. He's come to find. Okay.
Is usually
Yes,
the people who the word is focused toward
of course.
tend to quote unquote say the word best.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
They tend to have
It's part of their culture.
that word
Yeah.
sort of integrated into their culture. So
It's their vernacular, if you will.
Do you think it should be like only their word? Like,
I understand the sentiments behind that because
yeah.
the idea is that like some people say it's stupid. That's their
like weaponizing.
agreement.
Like,
But yeah, the
yeah.
idea is that like if the word was something that was used hostile, well,
Yeah.
we take that word and now it's kind of
yeah.
against our people, and some people, especially those who lived in times that word was actually used towards them in hostile ways, I can understand why they might find that dumb.
Well, if you think about it, like in terms of like cuss words in general, not just
Yeah.
like racial slurs or anything like that, but like ever since fuck was a thing, you know, ever since people started saying shit and whatnot, like everybody used that as an emphasis, like a punctuation point in their sentences
Yeah.
back in the day, and that was, you know, considered taboo and whatnot. But the thing is, whenever you start using those words, people really be focusing on it, and it gets your point across, which is why people start using them. And then, you know, people ban them and whatnot, but the usage of it just, you know, perpetuates the actual usage of the word.
Well, I mean, you think about it, right? Like, I mean, you know, remember when the South Park episode came out about gingers?
Nah, yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
nobody ever said the word ginger. They always just said redhead or so. And so then that became like a huge racist thing in the community. You know, in the gingers.
And the community was hurt, bro. The
But
community was harmed for years.
We were, and remember that copper cap fella, you know, like, leave gingers alone!
Yeah,
Whatever,
that's what the episode was making fun of.
Well, they made fun of him definitely afterwards, and it's like, you know, I mean, rightfully so. I mean, you know, people like that definitely needed to be, you know, knocked down a tab. But like after that, I mean, it's like I could never be referred to as redhead again. It's like only country
Ascended.
people who had never heard of the South Park. You know, it's
I
like,
am becoming a god.
and it's like then I start saying my ginger, and it's like people also want to take that, and it's like they want to take it as their fucking word. It's like ginger, please. It is strictly for my use, you know, as a member of the community. And I mean, simply put, like a little bit. You think a little bit, maybe? Like, oh, okay, like a scatter a little bit. Okay, reduce it, and then put it back over in the basket. Okay, bring it to the mind.
Black
Okay.
expert Jordan Anderson weighs in on the situation.
Helping me with
What do we got?
Freaking shades.
I shaved this morning. I'll be fine. Oh,
Clay is wearing Jordan shades right now.
oh, he needs them. Okay, to pontificate. Okay, well now I feel fucking naked.
You can't see his eyes while he wanders because
Jesus.
we'll get lost
Oh
in him.
God, I should
You
have
gotta be
brought
careful
mine.
in
I
that.
should not have left him in my car in the fucking 19-degree weather outside. Fuck, now I feel like a dumbass. Mine actually fit better than those.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
He's a cheat.
but as soon as I go to leave, I'm going to leave. You know. Good. Well, you
Don't
want
forget
that,
a
wouldn't
shot beforehand, bro. We
you?
gotta take
Well,
more shots.
I do need to get drunk before I
we
get
gotta
behind the
get
wheel.
very,
You know,
very
it's
alert.
kind of cold out there. You can't be driving sober.
You gotta
in
be
this
like me
weather.
on New Year's, dog.
Shit, you were drunk driving on New Year's?
Yeah, I
Did you
was
run
drunk
into any
driving on New Year's,
fireworks?
bro.
Don't drink it.
I didn't see any fireworks, bro. I just,
You
I just,
fucking-
I just
you were
drunk drove,
going
that was it, bro. That was
80
my
miles
fireworks.
an hour drunk straight into the fucking new year.
Yeah, dude, I was hitting like
Roll
85, 90 miles an
Tide.
hour in a 45, dude.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't do that shit. I was well within the lines, bro. And then the next day, the manager at work asked, "Hey, how was everybody's New Year's and everything?" And I was like, "I drunk drove." And then some bitch at the fucking lineup was like, "I'm not laughing at that. That's not funny." I waited for like a moment.
Did someone die that she knew?
I waited. Dude, I didn't ask her anything about like if someone died. I've been meaning to be like, hey man, I'm not that bad of a person, but eventually I'll get to that point. But I don't know. I feel like I'm really good at breaking the levity in the room.
Yeah.
I can whenever
It's a
there's
fine
tension to
line.
be cut with a knife, you know, I am the knife and I cut that. I wouldn't like. Why'd you have to bring the mood down, bitch?
Well,
It pretty much said that, except for bitch. You know,
Artie, did I tell you-
she's a very nice pregnant lady.
did I tell you I got pulled over by the GSP?
When? Which time? How long ago was this?
I've only been pulled over by the GSP one time. That was back.
Because you got bitch. I remember you bitched out about a ticket forever ago.
Now I've had plenty of bullshit tickets on 75. I've had 4 pullovers
Because they
on
have speed
75.
traps down there.
But
They
the
just wanna get you
GSP,
on.
let me tell you, this was the wackiest one. So I got pulled over by the GSP one night. I think it was that's right. It was the night leading into Thanksgiving, this past Thanksgiving. So I'm driving on fucking I-20 West, actually not far from here. I think I was about at the what's the exit before? I think Temple. It was a Temple exit. You know where like the big fucking gas station is.
Yeah.
So I'm just driving all casual like, but I wasn't driving all casual like actually, not to deceive you there. Because
Well, I mean, you got pulled over, so how casual were you driving?
well, not super casual, but I was driving kind of casual for I-20. So like,
Just drive casual.
so after Villa Rica going west, you know, it turns into a 2-lane. So like, all of a sudden in the fucking left lane, I got this goddamn container fucking 18-wheeler sitting right in front of me, and I can't really go anything. He's in the left lane. There's a
Wait, he's
slower truck.
cruising?
Yeah, he's just wobbling all over the place, and they got another truck in the right lane, and I'm trying to keep my distance because I like to keep my safe distance behind, especially trucks. You know. So I'm
Trucks
like,
make me nervous, bro.
They fucking do.
Yeah.
I don't want to be
a
anywhere
little
near
bit,
them.
not that nervous. I got nerves of steel, but I'm cautious around them.
Yeah, it makes me like you can see him wobbling. It makes you want to not be around him, you know. So I'm following him like the safe distance, like not riding his ass. I want to make sure you can see him in his mirrors. The right lane's too slow. I'm not gonna get past that bullshit. I'm just trying to get the fuck out of there because I don't like how wobbly this motherfucker is. And then some motherfucker, right up on my ass, he gets up in my ass, like right on my ass, where I can't even fucking see his like headlights, and it's like we're going like 70 something miles an hour at least. So like not as fast as we'd like to go, but pretty fucking fast. So I'm just fucking trying to keep my distance. He's on my ass. I don't want to get too close to the truck. So as soon as the truck fucking gets over on the right, I proceed ahead at about 86 solid miles an hour. I speed up and I get right over to the right because I want to chill down. And then I see whoop, 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 flashing blue lights. So I say, oh golly, I don't know if it's for me, but I'm going to assume it's for me. And so I end up turning off into the Temple exit. I got a cop on my ass. I pull over. And
That
this-
driver was a narc.
I think that's exactly
gotta
what
be what it
fucking
was,
happens
bro.
because the cop pulls me over and he says, we got a report. Someone
Yeah.
was driving on the yellow lines and the white lines, blah, 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 blah.
Wait, what? He got a report?
So apparently some fucking other faggot driver, oh, I said a wrong word, but he's natural, sorry, but he pulls me over. We can believe that one always, but
I'm not bleeping shit, dude.
hey, roll tide to you, sir. But he pulls me over and he's like, hey, we got a report someone was driving all radically on the yellow line and whatever. Of course, he hadn't seen me actually doing this because it
Yeah.
was like fucking midnight. It may have been after midnight. And he's like, okay, well, sir, how much you having to drink tonight? And I'll be honest, while he was pulling me over, I had like a cup of like apple cider and whiskey. So as I'm pulling over in the exit lane,
A
like
cup?
yeah, like a red soda cup. And as he's pulling me over,
why
I
did
take
you
it
have a cup of it? I'll have
because-
a cup of coffee
because
every
I
once in a while from the morning, but I don't take like drinks of.
because I wanted to chill on my way to fucking Alabama. So as he's pulling
Man
me
was
over,
trying to relax.
as he's
I
pulling me
feel
over, I
it.
pour it under the seat, you know, like, because I was going to drive on the country road, but I had to pour it under the
No.
seat. And I dumped it under the seat. And it's like, well, it smells like apple cider. It's not going to smell like whiskey. So it's like, you pour it out, there's like no evidence.
Right.
You know, so
they can't test that.
I eventually pulled over to the pilot after the whole situation and wiped it off. But like, I'm pulled over and he's like, "Oh, you had any drinks tonight?" I'm like, "Well, I had about 2 or 3 beers." In truth, I had about 4,
Hell yeah.
which is not a lot because it was over the
No,
course
that's
of
not.
like it was
That's
over the
not.
course of like 3 to 4
I'm
hours.
much more in New Year's. I'm
So
a much more drunk driver.
mellow
I'm
mushroom
just trying to,
levels, like
one up you.
literally, yeah. You definitely probably had some more wild times than me. I do believe, you know, with that sort of beard, there's no question about it. Mm-hmm. But he's like, okay, well, sir, we're gonna do a sobriety check, and I'm like fumbling the whole time, like, like I'm nervous. I feel like my life's about to fucking end. And
Did you say I do not consent to the search?
well, there was no search, so he's like, we're gonna get out, we're gonna do some tests. If you step out for me, please.
You could have been like, I don't consent to the test.
I mean, I could have, but I would have lost my like license for 6 months.
Nah.
So that's the thing. So they can't.
Nah,
they
bro.
can't. They
You
can't.
could have
use,
been like, I don't consent to lose my license, bro.
well,
I don't consent to this arrest, sir.
So, sovereign citizen rules don't apply in the court of Georgia. So, or anywhere really. But I mean, I get out and he has me do like the finger thing. And as soon as I got out of my car, I'm like, I grab on the top of my car, like I'm like stumbling a little bit. I'm like, oh fuck, well I'm fucked.
Uh-oh.
Because like when he was asking me like where I was going and like how much I had to drink, and I was like, because I was fucking really nervous. So I was like, oh, he definitely thinks I'm fucking drunk.
That's always to like admit to like having some nerves, bro. Being a little bit honest, being like,
Yeah.
oh shit, I just got pulled over. My bad, bro.
So
That's always been my idea.
he's like, go ahead and lean on the hood, and I'm like, I start to like lean my face on it because like the videos, and he's like, no, you just can like lean your ass against it basically. So I'm like, oh, okay, he's not trying to arrest me or like search my asshole. He's like, he pats me down and all that, and then he does like the finger thing, right? He's like, follow.
Fingers you?
Yeah, he fingers me, and he says, follow my finger.
You got fingered by an officer?
He's like, follow my finger without like moving your head. And the first time he does this, I've moved my fucking head. And like, oh, won't do that again. And I'm focusing so fucking hard to follow his finger, and it felt like 2 fucking straight minutes. Like every second was so slow. I was like following his finger. I felt so fucking nervous. And
That might be a test that they do to be like, how long is this fucking idiot gonna follow my finger for? I'm just gonna wave this around for 10 minutes.
well, I mean,
see if he goes.
I gotta keep doing it or else I'm fucked. And then he's like, okay, we're gonna breathalyze you. I'm like, oh shit. Well, this is where I'm getting fucked at. Even though I knew I hadn't drank too much. He pulls out the breathalyzer. Since I've done breathalyzers, like since I've administered them,
Right.
like I'm not gonna be like blowing my fucking lungs into it. I just
You're
go
the
like
expert.
I just give like a cheek. I just do one of those, and so I do that for a few seconds. I keep blowing, and then he like looks at it like really quickly with his flashlight and puts it in his pocket. He's like, okay, so you can go back to your car. And I said, oh shit, I just might be home free.
Hey yo.
I get back in my car. He comes back. He says, I'm going to let you off with a warning. Try to cool it down out there. All that. I go straight to the gas station and fucking lose my fucking mind. Like, how the fuck did I just escape that? I know I wasn't drunk, but I could have been got. And that's the GSP, don't fuck around. And like before I left, I was like making
GSP
conversation.
ain't nothing to fuck with.
They are not. Before I left, I was like, yeah, I was just watching that video the day. You know where the guys were shooting at the AK-47 at you guys around these parts? He was like, yeah, I was part of that. I was being shot at. I was like, yeah, that's crazy.
Someone was shooting fucking.
You ever seen that video from Carroll County where they're driving on? I think it's not Bankhead Highway. It's
When was that?
It was like 2 or 3, 4 years ago.
Nah, I don't remember that.
It was like there was a guy like at the back like shooting AK-47. 3 officers got shot. One in the head. One of them that got shot. Like one that got shot in the head crashed into a fucking like power pole, and like he apparently ended up being alive. but I mean
He was fine.
but fucked up. And like, I mean, these motherfuckers, it's like a guy, I'm telling you, leaning out the window with an AK-47. You could see him on the camera, like, it's like scooting the pavement. And like, they end up coming across this young rookie cop that's like stopped at like an old country road, and they come across him. And like, he starts getting fucking shot at. And I forget how they killed the motherfuckers, but it was an old scraggly motherfucker that like, looked like shit. But a Dodge Charger, no less, I believe. It seems like, not to be racist, but it's always Dodge Chargers that like.
A lot of times, Hellcats, if you will.
Well, no, I tell you, Hellcat. No.
Hellcat wannabes, bro.
I
I
still-
don't think there's a Hellcat in a 50-mile radius of this area.
I still like me a Challenger. I think that aesthetically, they are pretty vehicles.
Nah, Challengers are pretty nice, bro. Challengers, Chargers, like I prefer the Challenger to the Charger, but the recent models of Chargers coming out are fucking nice, dude. Like I said, the Hellcats and whatnot coming out and whatnot. Like, I'm not a car guy by any means whatsoever, but like the newer fucking supercars that are coming out, sports cars and shit like that, like goddamn, they're making them futuristic as fuck. Goddamn, what's it called? Tesla trucks, the cyber trucks and whatnot.
Can you imagine when that shit's coming out? Like how ridiculous that's gonna be. I don't think 4 people are gonna buy that shit. It just that's
Tesla trucks have already been like on pre-order for like a long ass time. Like I want to say like 3-4 years or something like that.
Who's gonna do anything with that though? Like,
Well, I mean, no one's gonna do anything with it, but they're just gonna have it and be like, "Look, I'm a billionaire and I got a fucking Cybertruck, or I got a sponsorship with Tesla." Like that, one of those two, you know. Most likely, they got some sort of deal with Tesla or something like that, so they got a coupon code because they're already filthy rich and they shook hands with Elon Musk once. What are you looking for, vape?
Yeah,
I set yours somewhere.
oh jeez.
I don't know.
Oh, we got derailed. Jordan, time to take over.
It's somewhere. What
Jordan,
do you got on your
take
mind,
over,
Jordan?
Jordan, while we're looking for it.
You've been holding. Put the mic up to your face and say a couple words. Say 3 words.
Yeah, say some words. We're
Say
gonna look
3
for
words.
nicotine real quick.
Look for your nicotine, bro. Like I've got mine.
Jordan just like.
Sorry.
Oh, you know what? I had it the whole time.
I've been on a tear on you this whole
last
time.
5 minutes. It was in my pocket the whole time. I didn't even see it. Wow, this is
You
like
got it.
we really got to think about addiction here, and how it affects us. Where we can interrupt the podcast.
Yeah, Jordan. What are your thoughts on addiction? Sum it up in
truth.org.
3 words. 4 words.
You need discipline.
That is exactly right.
That's okay.
No, he's onto something there. No, I wouldn't
He's
dismiss
onto
him.
something.
I wouldn't dismiss him right away because, it comes down to a matter of discipline.
Discipline.
Now, I want to make this clear.
Americans need more discipline
Now,
in our schools. Healthcare.
now, if we had drone strikes at school, we would have these kids in line. If they thought every time they wanted to hit their jewel in the bathroom, that a Reaper would be dropping bombs on the bathroom.
Suborbital aircraft launching nuclear missiles at middle school students.
Now imagine.
That's what we're doing.
Now imagine bombing a wedding with terrorists.
I'm balling.
He's bowling.
I'm balling.
Barack Bowling.
Barack balling.
Barack Bowling.
I'm Barack balling.
They call me Barack Bowling.
I'm Barack balling and I'm swimming in money.
Now,
Can't do the voice anymore. Fuck. It got knocked out of me, bro.
and then Jordan comes and he takes over the podcast with the rapping now, but actually I wasn't really rapping.
Talking in cadence.
But it's sort of. But not really though.
It's just a natural flow of how he talks.
I just be flowing like Eminem, when he talks and he sounds like he's rapping, but he's not actually rapping, but it sounds kind of like he's thinking of a beat in his head, but he's not actually. So maybe I'm talking at a certain speed that maybe feels comfortable for me, and then I take some speed, and then I went to actually go take a pee, and I peed on the porch, and then I hit this porch, and it was a horch, and I'm making up words now. Yeah. You never just take a piss on a porch? Well, not on the porch, like off the porch. Like sometimes the rail is kind of low where you gotta like squat to take a piss.
I've never had a
But
porch.
sometimes like if there's a pole like on the corner of the porch, you can like climb up on top of the rail and just take a piss off the rail. Now taking a piss from a good height, like
Jordan,
off
I'm
the side of
turning
a
your
fucking
volume
mountain.
up, by the way.
Jordan, you're being a little bit too quiet. That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like,
Sure.
the Shure SM7, like
It
that
takes so
motherfucker has
much
no,
power.
You need gain for that motherfucker.
You
right
need
there.
to
Should have
be.
said something
Where are your
on my cloud
gains?
lifter.
You need to be
Holy
making
shit! Wait, Jordan,
gains.
talk real quick.
He's speaking.
Damn, bro, you're so quiet.
He's so quiet, so we
dang.
can't hardly.
You're not
hear.
going to hear nothing. You just said something about my
He ain't
cloud lifter.
saying nothing, but I'm checking
you
the group chat
actually heard it.
earlier.
Did I turn up the right motherfucker?
You might not have.
You might have turned
You
up
plugged
mine
into the
instead.
second-
Nobody wants to
plugged
hear
into
me.
the second one, so you should be loud as hell. Like I've got the gain up. I've got the phantom power. I've got the motherfucking phantom power. I thought I needed phantom power.
He's a phantom.
I turn. All right, I'm gonna turn up.
He's a phantom.
Not for that name.
Danny Phantom.
I could have sworn. I don't think anybody else needs phantom power. I think we should be good. Clay, talk.
I'm going to split my best here, and I don't reckon you'll hear me so well.
I think Clay might need some phantom power. I don't know.
He does.
Bitch.
Phantom power's going back on.
Is it
Welcome
working
back.
Yes.
Working right. I need to turn up a switch on this damn thing.
I'm pretty
Wait
sure,
a
like,
minute. Oh yeah, mine is ridiculously loud. Hold
yes,
it, turn
sir.
it down, turn it down, turn
Ease
it down.
weight. Look at that shit. We got to balance the
guess I
hell of
can't
the
say
sound
too
now.
much.
All
All right, I'm good.
It's fine. It's fine. I don't care. I'm just gonna put a fucking limiter on it, the whole fucking track, and then I'm just like boost it. It's gonna be bad, bro. It's gonna.
If
it's gonna
it
be
works, it
terrible.
works.
That's
you
what
know,
I did for the past couple podcasts that I've done. I just put a
Yeah.
limiter on it, like compress it a little bit.
Jordan, you're
and
gonna
just-
have to
just,
deal with. You have to
free
face
ball it,
facts on this
basically.
one. I'm sorry.
Sorry, that's how it is.
That's how it's gonna
It
have
is
to
how
be.
it is.
Not
you
how
know.
it is. We could fix.
Yeah, you know, if you gotta
can
fucking, if
definitely
you gotta
fix
bust a
that.
stud and collapse the building, sometimes that's what you gotta do. Mm-hmm. You feel it clacking?
I
We
don't
need
know
to
why
add
we
a few
talking
screws to
about
this
buildings, but all right.
thing. Sometimes, you know, it's all about the pizza.
What do you mean by that?
Well, okay, so let's say if a man said pizza, right? You would eventually evolve him from a cave to make some very, as the kids say, mid dough, some very, as the kids say, mid marinara, and then a lot of delicious cheese. If you ask for extra cheese, but that's an extra $1. But I don't think they're doing $5 anymore, are they?
For what?
This,
No.
this damn inflation. Let's get political all of a sudden.
Well, I mean, the
Inflation.
$5 footlong's been going out of like $5. I don't think
That's
there's a
been out
single
at least 10
menu
years now
item
that's been
on
gone.
Subway's menu that'll be like $5, unless you get like a single cookie or
I mean, you
something
can't
like
get
that.
anything for $5 these days. I mean,
Some-
can you
some
imagine
girl at work
when a
told me
cookie will
they-
be $5? Like getting a water will be $5 in our lifetime.
They told me they took away the free Cookie
It
Friday.
already is in California. They did.
They told me they took a free Cookie Friday away from the Subway that's right next
They
to
took
the
it
Walmart.
away.
Yeah, apparently, bro. Like, and that's fucked up. bro.
Oh
Like,
my
if you ask
God.
me, bro, that's corporatism
I'm gonna cry.
at its
I'm
absolute
shedding
worst.
tears.
Yeah,
I'm sad right now.
that's right. You pointed at me for a second. I thought you had a
Corporatism.
yeah,
Corporatism.
corporatism,
Autism.
incorporated.
That's what we all
Not
got.
inflation, it's greedflation.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's what they do every generation when they see motherfuckers are starting to like compound money. We got to decrease the value of it by making energy cost way more, making everything else, because everything at the base is energy costs. Everything, like, because you got to transport everything with energy, gasoline. People get around on energy.
yeah,
So if
yeah.
you fuck up the energy and you tell them that, oh, there's not as much gasoline as there used to be, when there sure as shit is a lot more and we're getting a lot more efficient at using it, then you cause the fucking prices of every fucking thing to go up. Oh, we're running out of coal. No, we are fucking not running out of coal. We've been barely using it like 200 years, maybe. You know?
Yeah, we got to like United States got hella reserves that we have not tapped into whatsoever. Like we just got reserves for no fucking reason.
And we're
Like,
getting we're like so the amount of efficiency we're getting
take a
on
shot.
it. Like we used to be fucking like wasting like gasoline and oil out the ass because we weren't efficientizing it, you know. But now we're getting grease from it. We're getting oil. We're getting fucking natural gas. We're getting fucking everything. So everything's becoming a lot more efficient. So it's like what we used to like use like as a gallon of oil is now like worth like fucking 100 gallons. I mean that's probably like a gross over exaggeration. However, for the point of my argument, I'm going to say it anyway. So we're not running out of resources. They're fucking lying to us so they can skyrocket the prices and rob our generation. They do this every now and then. So if you look at the cycle of economies, right? So every 10 years, there's like basically we expect a recession. Now, why is that? Why is that? We can't just chill. I don't think that's just the natural way that like, you know, the value and all that fucking shit goes. I think they're like, fuck, these people are making too much money. We need more money to fund fucking the fake aliens. Now, aliens, you know, there's plenty of, you know, reasonable skepticism, but I would say that, you know, we got to wonder where these videos are actually coming from, you know, because maybe people were making these videos. You ever heard the Project Bluebeam? So basically it's like the New World Order essentially is what will, you know, result in that, you know, or result from that is, you know, they've tricked us into thinking there's like it's like, you know, the UNSC in Halo, right? You know, you quelled the rebellion, the insurrection by saying, oh shit, there's a bigger enemy, we have to unite. So maybe that's sort
Halo?
of yeah. So like they're tricking us with aliens to make us unite and like not be rebellious against the eventual one world government, which of course there will be.
Is that what
'cause-
we're on now? We're on the UAPs, the
well,
UAP videos from the Pentagon.
Now let's call it the UFOs. They want us to call it the UAPs because that they're changing their technical government language. But like, I
Bro,
guess they're used.
I
They're kind
identify
of
as a UAP.
well.
Actually, if you call me UFO, I
you're
will.
a fucking phenomena right
I
now.
will.
You're a phenomena in this bitch.
I'm phenomenal.
Holy fuck.
We're all phenomenal.
You're
bro.
plural in this hoe. You're
We're
a
not.
phenomena.
We're not objects, bro. We're phenomenal.
You know what? That's a.
We're not
that's a-
unidentified
That's actually a
objects.
beautiful. Now I'm grateful for the government for doing that. I mean, to think that we went from being treated as objects,
The
you know,
phenomena.
to phenomena. I mean, it's phenomenal what they will. Precisely.
Phenomena.
Yeah, you hit that fucking melody, sir.
Hey, I think we've actually hit schizophrenia, not
Now-
phenomena.
Now I've been there, sir. Now I do see the numbers. You know, do you see the numbers?
Yeah, no, I just took that shot, bro. I'm seeing
What do
Matrix
they-
code
what do
right
they
now.
mean?
Yeah, they're just like following down the screen.
You think Black Ops
see a
copied?
mind?
Did Black Ops copy the Matrix,
I think Black Ops came first.
or did you know? Maybe you're right.
You're right, yeah.
I mean, we
Because
consider
if
we
you're,
consider
you're
the release
living in the
dates of
Matrix,
those,
if you think the Matrix came before Black Ops, Call of Duty Black Ops 2009.
so which would make me think we're in the Matrix.
Yeah. It's much, honestly, like, Black Ops is a much better piece of media than the Matrix. I saw the Matrix, the very first one. And I did not watch the other sequels. And that new one that came out, bro, I heard was fucking terrible dog shit. Yeah, I've only seen the first Matrix because, like, apparently, like, that's the
Oh
one
my
everyone raves
lord.
down to the 2 and 3
No
are,
conclusion?
Like, shit cans.
It's like the original three.
But I did catch the other sequels, like, on TV, like, a couple things, like the Zion fight. That was kind of cool when motherfuckers were in mechs shooting robots. And
Oh,
then
the
I was like,
second
hell yeah.
one. The second
That's
one was
kinda
like
cool.
the second one felt like 3 long fight scenes. Like they felt like a fight scene was like 20 fucking minutes in the goddamn second movie. And the third one was like a direct like part 2 of the fucking second movie basically. Like I think they were released in the same year. Part
Oh,
2 and
word?
3 released in the same year. I'm pretty sure. Like
real?
90. I want to say 99 or 2000 or some shit.
That's a short ass fucking production like churn out right there.
It's kind of fucking wacky. And then the new one they came out with, the Resurrections, they did not have to do like half the things they did, but they had the guy from How I Met Your Mother. That was interesting.
Yeah, that's
that was
The gay
interesting.
guy.
Yeah, what it's crazy how like he played that character as meeting the mother, and then he was actually gay in real life. But I mean, he's very likable. He's very likable as a gay man, you know. Which is not to say that gay men aren't likable, but it's sort of to say that. I mean, it's sort of to say that.
Jordan, what do you think about gay men?
Yeah, what do you think about gay men? Do you
Sum it
like
up
them?
in
Do
3
you like gay
words.
men, Jordan?
They are people.
Okay, now that's okay. You're going a bit far with that. I don't know if I can support you on the fear of being canceled here. I don't appreciate that.
I'm gonna
that tone.
censor out what he said.
Yeah. What the fuck did you just say? Jordan. I mean, I didn't even know that many like fucking slurs existed. Holy shit.
That's crazy.
That is, you are so racist.
How? What's the next topic?
Well,
The Matrix.
I'm thinking Clorox wipes. So like, think about how you use those to like clean shit, right?
You're
so it's,
fucking absolutely right. 2003. They're both released in 2003.
yeah,
dude.
fucking wacky,
Okay,
right?
Like that.
What an
kinda
interesting
churn out
year.
for a movie, bro. Like, and for anybody, bro, that shit would be insane. Like the most recent thing that they're doing for that, and like the Spider-Verse, bro. Like they're doing the Spider-Verse movie last year and this year back to back, like non-stop on production. Like don't have to get greenlit or anything. Both the movies got greenlit at the same time, and they've already finished the movie.
Them workers, they ain't getting no sleep.
No, dude. I mean, like, honestly, in Hollywood, like, the VFX, like, department in Hollywood has been overworked for the past 20 years, probably. Ever since, like, VFX started getting big in Hollywood and all that shit. You know, and especially whenever Marvel started popping off since 2008, dude. Just, like, it's been a grindhouse. It's been worse than video game. I don't know about this, but it's been worse than video game production. You know, about, like, what's it called? The overtime. It's not overtime. Crunch time.
With the crunch, like the
Yeah,
gym.
the crunch. It's gotten into like the same levels like of VFX in the
Oreos
film
and milk.
industry and like the gaming industry.
Yeah.
The crunch time is like fucking terrible, bro.
Yeah.
What subject is movies?
Cool.
They don't have none of that shit.
I want to
They
say
don't be teaching
media,
that
mass
shit.
media. Like,
Dude, the closest thing that they have.
Where does coding
was,
fall into that? Like, where does coding fall into that?
The coding is in some schools. Like we at high school, bro. SPHS, South Paulding High School at
They didn't have much coding. Did
I
they?
don't know the fucking address.
So
I'm just
you know-
gonna dox
you know
our-
you can
I'm just
actually
gonna dox
smoke-
our high school for a second.
you can actually smoke alcohol. Do you know that?
Yeah.
Like there's videos like people like they'll put it in like a bottle, right, and then they'll just like I forget what it's like still with like the air pressure.
Right.
Like think about like you could put like whiskey into like a bong, right, and you could probably like, I mean, would you think that'd be like satisfactory? Like if you smoked through like whiskey?
Well, if you put whiskey in a bong, it wouldn't necessarily. It might burn a little bit more. It won't
did
be
we get on this
satisfying.
But that nice little
But,
burn to
like-
go with the smoke already burning your fucking.
I don't want to talk about it. But like, I know what you're talking about, like smoking alcohol. Like, you know that one guy on YouTube who, what's his name? L.A. Beast.
I know.
He's got a video of him smoking alcohol, and like it's the most crackhead shit you can think of, where you literally have to like take a lighter and you condense the alcohol somehow,
Yeah.
and then like and then like all turns into smoke, and then you just inhale it out of a bottle, bro. It looks so fucking crackheadish. Like it looks like a
Yeah.
crackhead move right there. Like you
Man,
know
I
how
love crack, though.
crackheads have magic, bro.
pipes are so fucking delicious.
It would be cool to like take some
CIA
crack
especially, where
or
they
meth
run
or something like that,
communities.
and then you figure out what your special power is, because you've seen
Don't
the
do
videos
crack,
of the
kids.
people like they'll have no lighter, but they'll just take their like thumb and press it against their like palm meat and create like a spark or something like that, and like light something up, or like some other crackhead magic. Like crackheads have like
Crack kills.
superhuman strength, like that type shit.
I want to put like a striking like thing like on the side of my boot, like you know how like cowboys like will like strike a fucking match on their boot. That shit looks so fucking badass. Imagine like striking
could.
a match and you're fucking you just do like.
I don't know if that's
Off your
crackhead shit,
boot.
but I mean, yeah,
That shit's
I don't-
cool as
that,
fuck.
That would be utility.
I'm thinking
that
about
would
like
be
hot gluing one in my
functional.
fucking heel, right, and just
Functional.
like doing that, like think of how fucking badass.
On some
that would be.
Gucci boots, bro. Just get a
Yeah.
little
That would
thing
be
of
tough.
Velcro
You
on the
like
side,
get you
or
like some fucking
sandpaper.
like sandpaper like that.
Sandpaper
shit that was
probably
over
work.
there on this table somewhere a few minutes ago.
Get a
You just do, like,
130 grit, whatever the fuck.
Then you just roll the cigarette in 2 seconds, throw it out like fucking Red Dead Redemption.
That would be it, man. That'd be it.
Motherfuckers, y'all be having a good podcast. I'm gonna head out. I've got a.
I was about to say, I was gonna like naturally end it at 12.
Oh, we're coming into that 3-minute mark here.
Yeah. What is
Wow.
it? 11:57
It's
right
the
now.
20th of
It's late.
January right now. We're about to go into the 21st. Can you believe it? It's almost the 21st of
It's
January.
almost the 21st of
We're
January.
almost there. Like that'll be a
I've
new year
stopped
before we
caring
know it.
about like time. Honestly, like whenever the new year came along, I was like, whatever. Like it don't matter, bro. I'm gonna be 24 this year, dude. Like after all
old.
this
You're already
shit, bro,
old,
it's like we're all old, bro. Like we've gotten to the fucking point
Ancient.
where time don't fucking matter, dude. Like
Yeah,
it's
see,
all-
I've gotten to this point in my life where time is really all I have.
It's all about like what we do with our time. You know what I'm saying? Like if we don't do anything with our time, then we're gonna die fucking sad and bored. That's why I don't want to die bored. I don't care about dying sad. I don't want to die bored. I want to be doing shit. You know what I'm saying?
If we can do shit.
I don't want to die with FOMO. Like that's the worst
Can you
fucking
imagine,
shit,
like,
dude.
I missed out on going to church every fucking week. Like,
Oh.
damn, I'm going to hell. On your deathbed, like, I should have praised the Lord a lot more. Damn.
We were talking about religion earlier. That kind of ties in with that a little bit.
Can I like drop the mic, or is that like, is this too?
And that might be that's
That might
a
be.
$90. That's a
That's a-
$90
that's a-
microphone
That's not
right
cool.
there.
That's only, like,
How
rich
could
people.
you even fucking?
Only rich people do that, I
Your
guess.
thought
Well, if it was
process
if
that
it was
crossed
a
your
Shure
mind, how
SM57, you could drop that because that's a really good mic.
real quick. Let's
No.
put on the 2 mics.
could you? Jordan on 2 mic. Yo, we're getting stereo,
It was
Jordan.
a Shure FM. What the? Alright, I guess I got 2 mics now.
Motherfuckers,
I got
Oh,
2
there's not a lot of
mics.
feedback.
I love you. I love
Aye.
you. I love you with your 3 fingers.
Salida.
I'm gonna sign off.
Would you like my stand for put one of these here? Oh, I don't know.
No, I'm straight. I'm chilling. But until next time.
That's it. All right, done.